Okay, the first thing you're going to need are a good pair of gloves. I use a pair of PVC gloves. I've used latex and nitrile, and I found that even with those, the stain still goes through and stains your hands. So I use PVC gloves. I'm going to lay out my cutting board, and I'm going to put one of these rubber things under it so that it doesn't slide around. Like so. Put my cutting board on there, get my gloves on. And I'm going to take the bucket of walnuts and just dump them right into the sink. That's most of them. See, there's a lot of fruit flies in them. That's no big deal. Now, these mushy ones like this, you don't have to do anything to them. Just take them out because they'll come apart by hand. Like I said, I can get through this in about 18-20 minutes. Take out all the mushy ones. And then these that aren't so mushy, I just score them and I just squish them down. I release the nut from the hull, and I'll take the hull off in the second phase of this. But the mushier that the walnuts are when you pick them up, the easier they are going to be to clean and de-hull. A lot of these you can just take them and smash them, put your weight on them like that, and you'll feel the walnut get loose. It is a workout, so if you're not in shape, this is going to be kind of strenuous. And I just stack them all up here like that. See, I go fast. I don't mess around with them. I get on them and get them done. Some of them you might have to work a little bit with them, but most of them will de-hull pretty easily, or separate from the nut anyway. And I still got more in this 7 3/4 gallon bucket. Most of them are in the sink here. See how fast this goes? Just got to get on them and attack them. Don't dilly-dally around with them. Just be careful when you're scoring these walnuts with your knife that you don't get your thumb or your finger between the knife and the nut. You don't want to cut your glove and your finger, of course. These are nice and ripe. I don't have to do anything with those. I can do those by hand. To get good, you can do them with two hands. you pick them up when they're still real green, they're going to be harder to de-hull. So just let them sit for a while on the ground. Let them soften up and get kind of gooey. Make your job a lot easier. See, as you can see, it doesn't take long to go through these, and then in the next phase I'll actually take the hull off of them by hand. I won't even have to use a knife because they'll all be loose from the hull. Okay, now I can put the rest of them there. Now, I'll do the washing in another video, or second part of this video, I guess. And basically, I'm going to do that in the sink. And you wash them 3 times, wash and rinse 3 times, you can get them pretty darn clean. Maybe not quite as good as the machine can, but for doing them in your kitchen sink, not bad. It is a messy job, but nothing you can't clean up. And you'll see a lot of little fly maggots in these hulls. They don't hurt anything. As a matter of fact, if I didn't see them, I would think something was wrong. So it's pretty normal. Okay, I got all the hulls. I got all the hulls loose from the nuts. So now I'm going to take the hulls off. I'm just going to throw the hulls in the sink now. And see that? There's your nuts. See, those come apart real easy, those gooey ones. And they look really gross right now, but they'll clean up just fine. So when I clean these, I'll clean about the whole bucket full. I can get about 170 in the sink. That's about all I want to do in the sink. If you do more than that, it just gets too full. Let's See those fly maggots there? That's what I was talking about. You'll find them in most of your walnuts. They don't hurt a thing. Just Mother Nature at work. I would suggest using an old cutting board because it's going to get stained. Okay, that's how you do 170 walnuts, or de-hull 170 walnuts real fast. You got to get on them and attack them. It's a two-stage process. The first stage is you get the nut loose from the hull, either by smashing it or by scoring it and rolling it. Second phase is just peel the nut from the hull. Now I've got another bucket of these to do, and then I will go into the washing and hanging process.